I don't take it personally, but even somebody who is sure I'm deserving of all this hate and vitriol, even if you think that I'm lying, you still couldn't look me in the eye and tell me that you think on social media there's been a fair representation. You cannot tell me that you think that this has been fair.
What do you mean by fair representation? And why are you snarling at Savannah Guthrie? And when you look at social media, the headlines I'm seeing are still headlines largely supporting you.
After Amber Heard said yes to her first ever television interview, she has been spinning her lies even more, from throwing accusations at the jury to questioning the verdict and claiming that Johnny Depp and his lawyers demonized her in order to win. You name it all. Among these, one of the accusations Amber has been repeating is the fact that social media played a huge role in the case and that Johnny rode the wave of his supporters to gain sympathy and attack Heard on the internet. Well, guess what? A viral video on TikTok exposed Amber's lies and laid down the facts. And yes, Amber was caught lying once again. So, what did Amber lie about, and how will this affect her chances of winning the appeal? Let's find out. Fans are saying that Amber already sounds like a broken record whenever she accuses Johnny of using social media against her. This is why a content creator on TikTok decided enough is enough and debunked Amber's claims. In her now viral video, Emily Baker exposed Amber and her messed up lies. She mentioned that Amber is saying nonsense when she says that the trial was unfair and that she didn't have any fair representation on social media. Speaking more about it, Emily pointed out that there are actually tons of headlines on the internet that support Amber. Elaborating further, she also mentioned how the tables would have turned if it was a man accusing Amber of such claims and that the response would have been a disaster.
If mainstream media, legacy media came out and supported someone in your position that was male, people would have their, I don't know, masthead. People would be outraged if the media was still supporting someone who had been said to have defamed their partner about abuse, if it was not a woman.
Summarizing her points, Emily repeated that Amber's story about social media and how she is not getting any support is another lie of hers, and she should really stop making up stories in order to play victim.
But the headlines are still slanted, supporting you. So when you're talking about the coverage on social media, the coverage from the legacy media has been supportive, still saying that the way you've been treated is unfair. Others on social media are fighting back and saying that's not a fair coverage of this. And others are just taking the piss out of you because they don't like you. And that's social media. We don't do that here. We are law nerds.
Of course, most fans agreed with Emily and echoed her sentiments about Amber's false accusations. This fan pointed out that a lot of female journalists still support Amber. In her tweet, the fan wrote, "Look at the names of the journalists who write the articles. You will discover that they are almost always feminist journalists." Another called Amber a hypocrite and said, "At Real Amber Heard should listen to this. Maybe it will help her understand the hypocrisy of her unfair representation argument." It seems like Amber is getting called out once again, and this time, fans are being more vigilant and are ready to expose her lies. If this continues, Heard will surely have a hard time winning her appeal, especially if she continues to lie and twist the narrative even more. How about you? Do you think Amber is being a hypocrite? Do you think this will affect her appeal? Let us know in the comments below.